Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it the gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet? Has to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others. As for me, give me liberty, or give me death.
Hello, Maya. How are you today? Welcome to the future. Replicator 4 back at today, or, at least, check it out over on Indiegogo. What is your favorite platform, or do you have one, Dave?
No, I don't actually have one, Rex. I only know about this one because obviously I'm on it.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe favorite streaming service then.
Maybe. Well, this one's all right because I know. I mean, this one's all right because I know how to use it now and how to get on it. But when you've used that other one the odd time in the past, that's confused me a bit. I think that's the one that Shadowhawk uses.
I got to work yesterday, and we're going to the airport, and I didn't get to go to the airport.
Oh,
he used the wrong phraseology. It was him and the lady were going to the airport. That's what he meant by we're. You're going somewhere entirely different. Oh, okay. So I went over and got to do East Side of Truman, which was laid out by a drunk man. It's like it's like a freaking video game. Oh man, Shadowhawk will be here in a minute. He says, "Give me a minute, I'll be right there." Thank you.
Right,
and yes, I did remember to send Dave the link.
You did. I was watching the news before I came on, so that's why I'm a bit later. So yeah.
Drinking some of that cranberry Canadian Dry ginger ale.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that the odd time in the past.
Have you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you probably had it out of the bottle already mixed up. This is from the dry mix-ups, you know.
Oh right. I've not had that one then.
Well, the big difference is no fizz, no fizzy fizz, you know. And is it truly Canadian Dry ginger ale? If it doesn't, is it really ginger ale? If it doesn't taste flat, now I'll tell you that it doesn't taste flat. It's just sweet. It doesn't have the.
I'm trying to avoid a tail in my face.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's like Indiana Jones in a whip.
Yeah. I'm getting tickled in all directions here.
Don't say it like that. That sounds so. It just sounds so. It's like,
it's the cat,
here's
not
my
me.
friend Dave.
Cat. You know.
Oh, in a giddy mood. Yeah.
Settle down.
I knew I was late getting home. I only went to bed about 1 o'clock. And you know the show starts at 4, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. But as soon as I hit the pillow, I was out. You know. And then I'm looking at the clock, and it's like 4:30 something. Hey, Dark Lycan, another fellow Scotsman, because you were born in Scotland, Texas.
I was.
Welcome to the show, my esteemed co-host, never late, always on time.
Hi, Shadow.
I tried. Hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy?
I'm glad to say your audio is better than last week.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah. I don't know what was happening last week, Shadow.
Well, I was trying on a new pair of headphones. They're the bone conducted ones.
Oh, right.
But apparently it maxes out my microphone as soon as they turn on, and I wasn't aware of it. I got to go in there and actually turn it down to adjust it. Yeah, so I wasn't aware of it until somebody was like, "Damn it, Joe, you're loud." I was like, "Oh fuck."
It's not so much you were loud with me. It was just it was just like you kept breaking up, and I wasn't getting to hearing proper.
Roboting, yeah.
Like very, you know.
Well, if it's too much gain, it could be, popping every time I say something too on your end, where it cracks.
Kind of like Maya's tail. If we ever animate this into a cartoon, Shadowhawk, I want him sitting just like that, and the tail swishing back, slapping him in the face. Finally knocked him out.
You'll have to play that. Oh, too late.
Yeah,
I was going to say you'll have to play that choppy ass theater again.
Yeah. Get the mouse. Does that get her attention when it does?
No,
that always gets her attention. Now, if she'd have been on my lap, she'd have noticed that.
Okay. I can't believe she didn't notice it then.
You didn't have the sound up anyway, Dre.
I did actually have the sound up. Yeah, I did.
No, I mean Rex just now when he played the.
Oh, right.
Okay.
When he played Choppy Ass Theater again, we didn't get the meow.
Okay, well, Maya knows best.
The lovely StreamYards has been making all these weird variations and stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, I must have burned down the house, again. They say,
what'd you do?
Well, I'm just saying that you burn the candle at both ends. I was so juiced. I don't know why, Shadowhawk. I mean,
yeah,
maybe it's just after a while, maybe I should have just tried to go to bed earlier, but
yeah, I would probably do
going on writing, you get home and you can't just straight away go to bed. So
you gotta unwind a little bit,
Yeah, but I didn't hit the bed till about 12 something, almost 1 o'clock.
When I used to do shift work, like second shift was like that. I'd either get home at 11, and then
I like second shift
3. Yeah, but then your whole schedule is thrown off, like when you got a family and stuff. If you're on your own, it's probably not a big deal. But like when you got kids and family and all that, it's just puts you on a whole nother world of.
Oh yeah,
time zone.
Well, who's seen the new Fantastic Four film yet?
Wait. Before we go on with that, I've got a comment to make about second shift, because when I worked at World Color, I worked second shift like 2.5 years, something like that. Most of my time there was on second shift, and then the last year or so was on third shift, and I like that even better. But now a lot of people
I like better than I like third better than second.
Yeah, a lot of people couldn't hang with second, and I was like, that's all I knew, and I knew I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't everybody was striving for first shift. You know, the old timers that had been there a while, they all wanted to be on first shift so they could be called normal, right? Daytime and 9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
I didn't mind midnights when I was working those.
I didn't want it on day shift. That's when all the big wheels was around. That's when the big contract people was out on the floor. That's when
all the managers were in the building.
You couldn't relax. All the big wigs was there. You know what I'm saying? You just had to be work, and you're already working 7 days a week with that job. It was incredibly stupid. I worked so hard. Too bad I didn't get any gain for it. Well, I mean, you know, I had 3 children, but anyway, I digress.
Doing the same kind of thing, and I've been.
Yeah. What I was mud hauling. You know, I was in the mud spinning my wheels, thinking I was going somewhere. While I was breaking my very young and vivacious body down on that concrete floor.
Vivacious? Wow, look at you.
Well, you know, we got to use some kind of language.
You reading that word a day calendar again?
Yes, I have. Yeah. Now we have. I have several items to show today, and on the new show offs. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm regressing. Now you said last week you're not calling your show over there on Pops' channel the show offs anymore. How dare you?
No, I noticed that they changed the name.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember what it was changed to.
I know.
What's it called now? What's it called now?
We changed it it's now called Comics Across the Pond.
That's
Comics Across the Pond. There you go. And see, that makes sense. You know.
That's the first time I saw that title was this weekend, though. I just happened to pop over there, and I was lurking. Well, I was lurking while you guys were doing your thing.
You were lurking in the background, Shadow.
That's right. You never know when the shadows.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to give a shout out for everybody. Caleb Reynolds, of course, Oi Savaloy. She's vivacious. Dark Lycan, you know, your fellow Scott. You sound English compared to Dark Lycan 81. You know, he sounds Scottish. No offense. Of course, we have my co-host and we have Gable Pennyshot, confused as always.
Hey, Gable.
We have Ryan James. I gave him the
go ahead. I'm confused all the time. I don't know I don't know about anybody else.
Right. And Elsie's gone, but Elsie was here. That's probably what he'll say on his tombstone.
But
that's here. About it. You know, and I'm sure there's others. I'm a lurker too, Shadow. Ryan says. Yeah, we all got a little lurk.
I just don't, I'm not in the mood to be chatty or whatever, so I'll just pop in and watch the chat and the show. And,
Yeah,
I do that myself many a time.
There's a lot of times that I'm pensive.
But don't say nothing bad about me because you never know when I'm there.
Well, that's
right. Exactly. That's how you draw him out of his hibernation.
I've always got to watch my P's and Q's when I don't know he's there.
I learned that from President Nixon. Right? You gotta have everything bugged because as soon as you walk away, they're talking about you.
Eat something other than alphabet soup. That's all I have to say. Shadowhawk, did you see I'm getting new fur baby, 12 weeks old? Friend is moving out and can't take Kitty with her.
Oh no.
Oh. Is it are you worried?
He's got a kitty magnet.
Are you worried about Shadow getting along with him, Carrie? I would be worried about Cloudy. I don't think she would take well to another cat in the house. I don't know. She might, but she's
well. I had to have another cat about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, my sister's cat.
Did they get along with Maya? Okay.
No, they kept the distances. Shall I say? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cats are funny. That some of them will be like, yeah, no problem, and the other ones are like, nope, don't want nothing to do with you.
Well, like Elsie, he had dogs in the house, but he also had Pumpkin. That was an inside-outside cat. It would come and go as it pleased, and every time that for some reason, of course, I get along with most animals. It's very rare that I don't. She would come sleep with me. And then she would go to the door and let me know when she needed to go out, like she would anybody else. And I would let her out, to go do her business. She was the one very interesting case. They had an outside cat called Stupid Cat because it had one droopy ear because early on it nearly got its head crushed. Oh, I have many cat encounters. There are some cats that will look at my spray truck and let me run right over them if I don't avoid them. They're like Stupid Cat was. Well, eventually Stupid Cat didn't get out of the way, and nearly got gutted or did whatever. And the neighbor
became Flat Cat.
Yeah, Flat Cat. Now was still living, suffering, and the neighbor came over, who is an ex police officer, and shot it to put it out of its misery. That's all that could be done at that point. And Pumpkin grieved himself to death. You can ask Elsie. He went down, not very far from the house, but went down. We didn't know it. He was gone for like 2 weeks. I actually was over there when the heavy rains flushed him out of the tube that was, under Elsie's driveway. He was not eating, drinking anything, and he was like so weak and wet, and we were just glad to find him, but he would never eat. He was just grieving himself to death, and eventually he had to put him down, within about 3 days, something like that. But cats can grieve at the loss of others. I know that.
Yeah,
so can dogs.
Hey, Crooked Painter in the house. We got Timothy Austin. He says, "Damn dog." Now, while we're on kitties, because that's a good segue, okay? I like I know it's a little cutesy, but I picked up some new pets, and I assume this is the character's name. I never knew the character's name, so I wanted this one. And I've always liked this dispenser. On the other one, this looks a little different. Looks like the original, but I think the coloring's a little bit different. Hello Kitty always kind of had an odd blue to it. But this is the kitty with the classic kitty, I guess, with the flower. Very beautiful Pez dispenser for kids and stuff. But has the name printed on there. The original almost has a turquoise. I would call it a turquoise. It's a really weird blue. This is more like a straight blue. A light blue, but straight blue. But now the original Hello Kitty that I was buying years ago, when it first came out, had like turquoise, unique. I've never seen any. So hence I bought a bunch of her because I thought that's unique, and I made even some, fantasy Pez from that. But there's I like the printed stems too. So I'm glad to finally know that character's name because I don't know anything about Hello Kitties except Pez, And I got another Hello Kitty, which I think's strange, and then makes Timothy Olsen's first comment, not kitten, but damn dog, very prescient because here's a Hello Kitty, and it does have printed there on the stem, Hello Kitty, and in the middle of all these stems is a little raised area. So, but now this is a dog, a puppy, which makes this an oddball because it says Hello Kitty. So apparently there's a little puppy.
It's a Hello Kitty
and
puppy.
this, this is weird. I mean, this doesn't happen that often. I've said this. Mostly they're heads, right? This is a rare full-bodied where you got the full character on the top.
Oh yeah. I didn't even notice that at first.
Now that becomes more common. I wouldn't even say common, but it happens more with the more recent ones. Every now and then. RTD2, I would call him full-bodied. You know, you can't just put RTD2's head on there. You got to put his whole body. So, but yeah, It's very rare that you get a full-bodied, Pez. And I bought another Hulk, and I've rarely opened these things up, but it's got a crush bubble, and I already got a perfect one, the Red Hulk, remember, with the silver. So I'm going to do something that I usually don't do, which is open one up. But you know what?
Eat some Pez.
Till recently, I have not, and eat some Pez. Yeah. There is Thor, Spider-Man, Groot, which I got the other day, the more modern Groot, there, still sitting here. And Iron Man, Black Panther, and a sort of a bust of the new Captain Marvel, which I got years ago. And I got these at 5 and Below. That's where I picked up the Captain Marvel years ago when she first came out. But yeah, this is the first Red Hulk that they've issued. And I'm sure the reason they made a Red Hulk is because of the movie. And any silver or unusual metallic like gold, like C3PO, I bought a bunch of C3POs to do fantasy Pez with, custom made Pez or stem switches. Any of the metallic colors like this, I really like. And I tell you what, the one that I really bought a bunch of was Emperor Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine, because he had like a speckled, almost like glitter look to his stem. Don't know why. It was maroon color and it had silver flakes in it.
I would have expected him to be black, but okay.
Yeah, you would think it's kind of strange. And I bought that was it on the Pez. There was other Pez I could have bought, but I picked this up at the grocery store, the only one they had. I thought this was kind of neat. You remember the dipping stick packets that we've talked about, where you would take the white little stick and dip it in the granulated whatever flavor and eat it. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is the same thing, except you've got a sucker, which the stem of the sucker is the straw, which is cool.
Yeah,
I see.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Then
you got the little...
you hear the powder in there, so you take the sucker and you put it in.
They used to call those things. It was a Lickamade, I think they called them.
Dip a stick,
dipping sticks, and Lickamade.
And I'm not going to eat this. I just going to put that back there as part of my product, collection, whatever.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured that was going to be one you kept back.
I just like unique packaging of things, like this. I always thought this was cool, and I'm glad that I bought that. They still even make this. You go to Hobby Lobby and they have retro candies and stuff. Well, this is canvas bag, and we used to get this back in the 70s.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Maybe the
little
60s.
Little gold nuggets, chewing gums.
Oh my!
Bubble gum, yeah. And I got this at Hobby Lobby for $1.59, and I've had this thing for years, probably. Or
they're probably too hard to even eat now.
Well, and they were always kind of. You know what they look like? Corn pops. Corn pops. They look like corn pops, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, but tiny,
except small, but tiny. Yeah.
Tiny.
Now I went. Here is something else I haven't seen in a while. You're gonna go, oh yeah. Now Dave might not, because they might not have them over there. But look at that, bottle caps in different flavors. Remember bottle caps?
Not exactly.
Yeah, I used to like those.
I knew Shadow would. Well, I mean, not that kind of bottle cap. Although they are, it's a bottle cap shaped candy. And are you being attacked by Cloudy? Now I've got Vaseline Cam. Oh my! I'm going to open this up.
Oh,
I want to keep the box.
Why do they do this these nowadays?
Get the candy out. What is that? What's happening? Who's dying? Who's getting?
No, I just bought a brand new alarm clock this morning.
Oh, I bought a brand new.
Or on my way home from work. God
you got
bless
a brand new car. God
and you can't set the damn thing.
I'm all right. I don't need alarm clocks.
I usually don't either, but lately I've been sleeping in just like about an extra 20 minutes or whatever, and I don't like it. So
yeah, doesn't work for you.
No.
Oh hell, these don't even look like these don't even look like the bottle caps we had as kids. Shadowhawk, they look more like sweet tarts.
Yeah, they're probably itty bitty now.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, they've got the little indentation.
Oh, dude, those are they're
like certs.
They made them even smaller since the last time I had them. I think that was last Halloween.
Like the size of a quarter, right?
Yeah, they used to. Well, I don't know, maybe the size of a nickel. You know.
Look at that. That's pathetic. I can't even remember if they had anything printed on them. Seems like they had something printed.
I don't know if I want to wake up with eyeball leakings, especially from a kitty tongue. Ow, it sounds painful.
And I picked up this down Truman.
We have them over here.
I didn't have this one. Of course, I'm drink box collecting. I knew I had this one that has the little circles on them. I knew I had that one in my collection. And they also have a tropical box, which is totally different because this is
I'm not even trying, Tim. Sorry.
And then they also have a wild berry box, which is purple. So I wasn't. But now I thought, well, this looks different. I don't think I've seen this before. I know I have this one, and they had both of these. So I kind of completed my big box Skittles there, I guess. Which this only has 4. They both have 20 in there, but this has one less flavor than this box does that I already had. So anyway, we'll give this a try. This is like sour green apple, orange, grape, and strawberry. The other one over here has grape as well. That's the missing ingredient. I don't know why they do it both ways, but they do. It's kind of like Weiler's.
Yes, Timothy, we haven't figured it out yet. Rex is certifiably insane.
Yeah. Well, you collect what you like, and I've been, I got on this kick last year of collecting, keeping the boxes because I was going to buy the product already. And I thought, why don't I just start collecting them? So some of them got some pretty neat designs. Some are boring. But now here's Weiler's Light. Now, I got that in the big variety box, like the Skittles, very big. But now I finally found a single of it, Kiwi Lime. So here's the small little single. And they only cost about $1. Yeah, just the boxes right there. And I drink the drink right there. So I've actually got some slatted, boxes I've been grouping these together because at this point I've probably got over 100 different varieties. I don't know. I'm just guessing there. But I'm breaking loose into something new, which is coffee boxes now.
Only you
got Nescafé Taster's Choice. I know, a little off in the head. They still have product in there, by the way. Here's Cafe Bustelo, which I don't think is very good coffee.
You'll be opening a coffee shop next, Rex.
Maybe. Call it the Higher Ground. Nescafé Taster's Choice.
We call it Nescafe over here.
Okay. Call it what you want. And then Folgers Classic Roast. So these would be great to, put in Ziploc bags, take with you on trips and stuff. These would be great if I go back to Atlanta, because they've got a coffee maker in there. What's next, Rex? People? Oh, no, they've been in the basement for years. Haven't you been watching? Okay, comics and action figures I get. Now you are collecting snack items. Oh, just the boxes. Right, just the boxes. We got a Velveeta cheese over there, and what's the other one? Taco Bell original packets box over there. I didn't even show those, but I picked this one up and damaged at that. Man, I got another one recently, a big box that was damaged. And how is that? X-Acto blade, a blade, them opening up the box. I didn't know if that was a design where this whole thing kind of came over, and peeled back. But yeah, it's just damaged, but it was the only one they had. And it's the only one I've seen. Some of these things, Clover Valley, which is Great Mix. This is a little bit larger box. It holds 10 instead of 6. Some of them hold 8. Some of them hold 10. It's different. And I got their lemonade box, which I didn't know. Knew I didn't have. This is Clover Valley is Dollar General's. And at another Dollar General, you would think, I was like, why doesn't Crush do strawberry? Well, I finally found one that did. And it's actually pretty good. I mixed all this stuff up last night. I mean, all 6 packets. It's really good. This is one of the better ones. My tongue earlier was red from drinking so much of this last night. Maybe that's why I was so amped up. Or maybe it was because I'm on the last season of Gunsmoke. See there, Carrie, the final season. And did you know, Shadowhawk, that Miss Kitty is not in the final season? Amanda Blake, she's not in. And Glenn Strange died, of course, in season 19. He almost made it to the end. He was in a few, I would say 3 or 4 issue season shows, before he passed away in the last season, season 19. But in final season, they changed the opener, which I always thought was goofy, because they're like Infestus and they look right at the camera at you. I always thought that was strange. Back 1974 and 5, they kind of break the fourth wall. Maybe they knew it was their final season. I don't know. Actually, it's been pretty good. I did 3 discs last night. So, and then once I got out and about and doing a few things, it was already like 10:30. And I was like, oh, crap. In time real quick, or 11:30, something like that. No, it's just a nest to cover himself with cardboard. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, good work. There.
I have a question to ask.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Who's watched the new Fantastic Four film yet?
There you go. That's what we're
That was it.
Tell to all you magnificent bastards and basterettes. Tank Ferret in the house. Only Melvin Ford news from Tim. Okay. I have not seen Fantastic Four. I doubt Shadowhawk has seen Fantastic Four. It does look interesting. I need to really get with my friend John Philandes that lives around the corner and see if he's seen it, and maybe us go see it together. That's about the only time I go. Well,
I went to see it last Saturday morning.
Yeah, and what'd you think? You probably adore it and love it.
It was okay.
It was okay. All right. Okay.
I wasn't too happy with a couple of points.
Yeah. Hope no smokers visit Rex. Right. Yeah. So, a few smokers do visit me, but they don't smoke in the house.
I would say the actor that played Reed Richards kept reminding me of Tony Stark, for starters.
Because of the mustache, maybe?
Yeah.
For one thing? Yeah.
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 Yeah. And also, I didn't realize it was the same actor that played the Mandalorian.
Now, a few years ago, they showed Reed working hard, but he would have like the 4 or 5, I had to say 4 o'clock shadow on him, on his face.
Yeah.
That was actually the inspiration, me rubbing my chin one day and going, what is it called? 5 o'clock shadow, but I'm going to call it the 4 o'clock shadow. So there's the origin, I actually liked it, and I never liked Fantastic Four, Timothy Olsen says.
Yeah.
So he's seen it.
So, and then of course the obvious one was they changed the Silver Surfer to a female Silver Surfer.
Oh my God! No, right. Why?
Exactly.
Did they make it Shia LaBeouf at least?
Yeah, they did actually, Shadow.
Okay.
That's
well, I mean,
that's
the one saving grace, I guess.
That's what they did, but it wasn't the same. There was no backstory to her, the reason why she became a Silver Surfer. Not like the original origin, anyway.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Rex, you're looking good today.
Good. Thank you. I'm just monkeying around. I actually bought that very large Donkey Kong mask at Five and Below, and a couple other items I was remiss in showing. Forgive me for that, folks. Some artistic stuff, because so I have about 19 or 20 of those watercolor pads that I bought at Hobby Lobby a while back, right? Well, these are fine tip watercolor pens that I thought I might try out for $5, So we'll see if that works on the watercolor paper in a drawing way, fine tip pens. And then they also, something I might try on that paper as well, 60 gel pens of various colors. That would
now on those
on
watercolor ones, does it feel like they have liquid inside of them?
Yeah, I used to have some watercolor pens when I was a kid.
Watercolor pens?
I don't remember. I don't think I ever had any watercolor pens.
Yeah,
they used to be like
sort of felt for a while.
They were called watercolor pens.
I need that.
Seem to remember that.
Yep, and it was Shia LaBeouf, Tim. That's what we were talking about. That was actually Silver Surfer's wife on his home planet, or was going to be his wife before he got shanghaied into being the Herald. Hail Tree and Janet from Another Planet. Howdy.
I like that they're doing the retro. I've always said that's what they need to do is the retro for the Fantastic Four. Set it back in the 60s. I was quite
surprised to see Herbie the robot in it, though.
I don't know.
I never cared for Herbie.
Script on there.
But
fine point.
The one teaser trailer I've seen, because I haven't seen a lot of them, was when they're kind of landing the Fantastic car in the street, and then they're all getting out of it. I thought that was pretty cool. I like the old school Fantastic car,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably wait for it to come out on streaming. I'll watch that and Superman when they come out.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I went to see it in the first place was because a friend of mine went to watch it twice.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to watch a movie on the big screen again, dude. But I mean, they're asking like $100 for a popcorn bucket now. Did you see those buckets?
I get around that problem. I just don't buy popcorn.
There you go.
I would.
But no, I mean they had the collectible ones. Did you see those?
Oh, right.
They had a big Galactus head, and then they had a Herbie the robot that you could actually buy at the theater, but they were like $80 or $100 a piece.
I didn't even investigate that. If they had it over here.
And so who's what was her name? Shalabal. Okay. Yeah, when she came back in, I believe it was the Marshall Rogers, everywhere she walked, or maybe it was a special John Byrne thing. I can't remember. But when she came back to her planet, Green Plants sprung up. Oh, you got a new Marshall Rogers book, or have you had that a while?
No, I just got it.
Okay, that's a Tomorrow's book. They do some great stuff. They really do.
Oh, very cool.
Wonderful Batman artist. I'm trying to turn some people onto the Marshall Rogers Batman because it really is cool. Inked by Terry Austin. Probably the first.
Yeah, look at that shit. I love Terry's inks too, man. He's fucking great.
Oh yeah, and Marshall Rogers sadly passed away too early, really.
He did.
He did leave a legacy. I mean, obviously, he got a big book there full of his stuff.
Hey, Elsie's back. Welcome back, Els.
Hey, Elsie.
He was only 57, Rex.
57. Yeah, that's too early.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm older than that already.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's kind of how we mark time.
No, you're kidding me, Dave. A young buck like you.
Yeah.
I thought you were late 40s or something.
I wish.
At this point, I do too, man. Late 40s, my knees weren't so bad yet.
There you go.
Yep, there's Foozle the bird, and Captain Quick.
Cool.
I used to get some of that stuff through Eclipse Comics, I think it was. He did some publishing through Eclipse of different various titles like Scorpio Rose. Yep.
All right, Timmy, don't make me kick you.
Good to be 46, he says.
Start bragging about your youngness, mister.
Well, it's good to be almost 60 for me, 59, Tim. There is life after your 50s. I can attest to that.
I don't know about after my 50s, but I've made it to my late 50s anyway.
Yes. I'm surprised I've made it to 70.
Yes, Elsie, I do work tonight. Go in and clock in at 7:05, which I did last night, and I'll probably do the west side of Truman. I did the east side of Truman. I never got to meet Marshall Rogers, but it would be cool if I had, But a great Batman artist with Terry Austin inks. I mean, come on, man, you've been getting some sun, Dave. Where you got your wristwatch there? Look at that.
Oh, you mean
that. Oh, glaring. Oh my gosh. He must be a Nazi. White heterosexual male.
Oh
my. Yeah.
I'm scared now. I'm gonna have to go.
I'm scared. Yeah, Detective Ink. That was another from Eclipse that he did. Detective Ink. Incorporated. Yep.
Look at how aggressively he's showing us that comic book.
Avoid the subject that makes no sense to begin with, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Coyote. Yeah. Now
I don't remember Coyote.
Now Coyote is where Todd McFarlane got started.
Really?
That was the very first thing he did for Marvel.
No shit.
Nice.
Okay.
He did stuff for DC, but he Doctor Strange, he had a good run on Doctor Strange. I bought all those when they came out, absolutely. And there's a Fantastic Four.
Is that Marvel Fanfare? Story. Is that what that one is? Or?
Yeah, that's Marvel Fanfare.
Yeah, I used to like those too. They did all the reprints of the old stuff.
They first came out. Well, they were actually out. I had to. They were already out when I started my comic book shop. Oh, there's his anchor, Terry Austin. So it's even got a section on Terry Austin in there. That's cool. I guess that's where continuity, where he's drawing himself and Neil Adams into the story.
Yeah.
That's cool. Always like that.
Yeah, I love Terry Austin was like the first guy I ever even noticed as an inker.
Yeah.
Well, No, probably Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, I never had that one with Hugo Strange on the cover. That's a cool cover. Yeah. I always like that Batman detective logo there with the cape.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that
That's a nice logo. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool shot right there.
The Joker, yeah. He had the killer fish story. I think Lin Wynn actually. I don't want to speak up. Lin Wynn.
Yeah. I think it's Ween.
The writer.
Yeah,
I can't remember who was writing the series at the time.
It might have been Len. He was around in the early days.
Right. And this is mid-70s work. There you go.
Yeah.
There's just the black and white original from that.
What was it? It was more mid to late 70s, right? When Len Wein and Bernie took over Swamp Thing.
It was early 70s. I would say
early
73.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. When because Man Thing and I have that one. Yeah, that one's cool. That's a run he did. Some of his latest work before he died.
I think I have that one too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those because I bought that comic book shop out, and that was.
I like the way he does Batman, dude.
Marshall Rogers. I'm telling you, man, he's got to be up there as one of the great Batman artists for sure.
He's got a good feel for the flow of the cape and all that stuff. The way he renders it, I like that stuff.
Yeah, you got one, and this is pre Todd McFarlane. So you gotta wonder if that wasn't an influence on Todd McFarlane.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Look at that Dragonfly Rider. That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's got a little sword.
Have a little what?
Got a little sword in her hand.
Little sword, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow, you have a great collection, Janet says.
Yeah, he does.
Obviously, she was talking about my drink box collection.
And he's got an awesome spinner, right?
He does. He had to wait 8 months for it, but he got it.
And yeah, that's right.
At least he got it. Look at that thing. Yeah. Beautiful.
It's right there.
I like that you have something saying "Dole Me" right behind your head. Dole Me.
What does that say? Hang on.
DULME on that tape or whatever.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that won't be there like in a bit because it doesn't belong in this room.
It's going back in the kitchen, right?
Yeah. Well, it's going somewhere other than this room. Yeah.
We want to.
Wait a minute. Can we get a kitchen update from Texas Dave?
Right. You can get a kitchen update from Texas Dave.
Now wait a minute. That one shot there he did do a redesign in the mid 70s on Manhunter, and then that was the version I think that Walt Simonson also did of the Manhunter. I'm thinking Walt Simonson was the one that created that costume and that design. More Oriental costume, really,
come on,
than he had before. Because there's been several. Yes, Janet, just go ahead and contradict me. I was joking. I know he's got a lot of stuff behind him, and he had a run on Mr. Miracle too. Hell yeah, that was a good run in the late 70s. I think that was probably one that was canceled in 1978. Because I had a lot of titles on
one side.
Yeah, now there's some Jack Kirby.
There. And the ink version on the other.
Yeah, Marshall Rogers got the ink Jack Kirby. Not too shabby, huh?
No.
I'm going to see Superman tonight. Well, I've heard some good things about it, Janet. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I've not seen that one yet.
Yeah, and Marshall Rogers had a long run, the second series. I think that's with the Fantastic Four up there and Frankie Ray and Galactus. I think that might be issue 1. I can't remember. It's been a while. but I used to read all those. Had a good run in the 80s on Silver Surfer. He was a great artist for that. And I'm not sure. Terry Austin might have even inked him again on that. Can't remember. Very nice stuff, though. And Steve Englehart. I think he was writing Avengers when I first started collecting it. Not for very long, but I mean,
there's a lot of detail in this one.
Oh yeah, that's very reminiscent of like Bernie Wrightson, Frankenstein.
That's what it reminds me of.
With all the detail and the gray toning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did some great things with Batman and Joker, and he's one of those that kind of has a cartoony look, style, somewhat. I think, in my appraisement of his work. Yeah, you can kind of see the cartooniness of in this piece. Not a lot of people know about Marshall Rogers, unfortunately. How did you get turned on to this book?
I just happened to find it on Amazon. Just kind of popped up.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was about £30, £35.
Well, that ain't cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
It's got a lot in there. Yeah, there's Eclipse Scorpio Rose, probably around 1983 with that cover. So that'll give you kind of a timeline there. Looks like he did a little bit of wrestling artwork there on something, but had a good second series run on Silver Surfer. Did several issues of that till he was replaced. I think Ron Lim later took it over, but that was much later. I like Ron Lim's version of Silver Surfer as well. Did some great stuff. Black Rider. Wow, I've not heard of that one. Nice Western. Nice image. Very nice.
Another one on the other side there.
Lord, my house is chaos.
Marvel Westerns, yeah. Marshall Rogers worked with Steve Englehart on Batman in the late 70s and 80s. Okay, so he did write it. Okay, I love Steve Englehart. He wrote the Avengers when I first started, I believe. And that's a name that's always stuck out to me.
Okay, so Marshall was doing pencils with Terry Austin over the top. Oh man,
yeah, with Steve Englehart writing Batman.
I'm sure I've got some of them.
Look at the detail in that.
Try it. I think I might have
started.
God damn.
There was a bag in the car with a liquor bag.
Hope you enjoy Superman tonight, Janet. I need to hit my friend up and go see Fantastic Four. I'm not really that interested in the Superman. I'm like you. I'll wait till it comes out on physical and buy that maybe. More so with Fantastic Four. Oops, I'm sorry. Pushed the wrong button. These bottle caps are pathetic to be so small. Oh, and I got the
and they're harder than they used to be, aren't they? I feel like they've got a harder texture than you remember from back in the day, right?
No, as I remember, the bottle cap candy was pretty hard to chew, even though it was wafer thin. It was a thin thing.
No, I never used to chew them though. I used to suck on them, and if you just let them sit in your mouth, they would dissolve really quickly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, they were always hard if you bit them. But I mean, these new ones, they don't dissolve like the old ones used to. Like if you just put them on your tongue.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you did that, any candy's going to dissolve, but especially that. Yeah, there you go. Deadshot. Apex Comics says Superman was excellent. I was thoroughly entertained. Dave, take a break,
sweet.
and I forgot to show what I got at the local comic book shop today while I was out and about. I got the new DC Connect, which is free for October, DCKO. And on the back is the new Superman.
Hey, Apex. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't know about that guy's look. He's not quite Superman pulling it off.
Now, I started collecting Herculoids. So I got Herculoids 5, which again, what's going on with this? It's just a very dark image. They like that new dark coloring.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's very dark. You can't hardly
very dark
even tell what's going on there until you get real close. Now, this one just started up, right? The new Herculoids?
From Dynamite. But see, Dynamite's been having problems. So is it going to continue?
Good question.
Here's some of the artwork. It's more simplified, animated artwork, you know. Very colorful inside. They're also doing Powerpuff Girls, Thundercats. Thundercats and Powerpuffs crossover. Just what you wanted, Timothy Olsen. I blame Timothy Olsen for that. Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls crossover. Thundercats. Oh!
It's 7 p.m.
Super Villain Summer Spectacular. But the artwork is just very simplified, but entertaining, hopefully.
Doesn't give you an option. Okay, there's PM.
So I just don't know. Maybe I will follow them on social media. That's pretty neat that they put that on the back.
Okay.
Because Dynamite's in trouble.
It's showing PM for the time. I don't know. It's not showing me for the bucket alarm.
And they had Herculoids 5 there for me. Which again, that's a nice piece, but it just doesn't really stand out as it's pretty dark. I never let evil people talk other people talk me into not liking a movie. Absolutely, Janet. You make up your own mind. This is something they're having, a little donation thing there where people are bringing in different things. We will accept the following item: comic books, graded books, puzzles, whatever CDs, and people are donating that stuff here locally. Why? I don't know. Now, here's your lizard representation for today. Are you watching Shadowhawk, or do I need to put this one off till last? Now, I'm doing Spawn. This is $366, and I was $399. So this is probably they started with $365. They upped the price to $399 from $299. So this is probably the second $399 issue of Spawn, and Hell Hath Arisen is a storyline that they're doing. I only collect this. I'm not reading it. Maybe one of these days. And this is okay. This is $365, which was $299. So I don't know if they're going to stay with $299 or up the price or what. I thought I had these in order, but apparently. So because I've already gotten one issue that was $5, and this one's $299. This is $364. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at my. So maybe they're trying to hold the line at $299. And here's your Godzilla and lizard representation. I couldn't pass this cover up like this, done like a fight poster. Clash of the Titans, Godzilla versus Thor, #1. One will win. I don't see a #1 on here, but the other ones had #1. But neat little fight poster cover, which they've done before. That's $5. So I figure if you look at that, it's $4.99. Comes boarded and bagged. So for that penny, you get a board and bag, right? Now, see, Dave, that was perfect. And we lost my co-host, Shadowhawk. But it happens. But see, that was a great break for you.
It sure was.
To be able to and I don't know if they've got something that Dynamite done, and I don't know the future of this comic book. It'd be sad. They're also doing Space Ghost. But as you know, Diamond Distribution, you know, you had trouble getting there we go. There's a look at Herculoids. I love Herculoids, you know, just sort of an animal team along with the humans. The two planets, it differs from cartoon to cartoon. It's called Amzot or Quasar. The planet is called two different names in the original cartoon. And they brought the Herculoids back in the early 80s for a short period of time. And it was always called Quasar in that one.
Looking up. You're not looking
so I guess
up.
Quasar it is.
I think she's camera shy.
Oh. Hi, Maya.
Try that meow again.
Okay, Choppy Ass Theater. I don't want her to scratch your jugular or anything, bleed out on you.
That got her attention.
She hopped down there, but it was off camera.
Yeah.
Todd is holding the line at $3.99. Yeah.
What you do?
Yeah. So this being a Dynamite title, and they're doing like a Harley Quinn, Elvira crossover, which will be coming out in October. Perfect for Halloween. They're doing some good stuff. I just don't know how this bankruptcy is going to affect, you know, things. Are they totally going under? I would hope not, because they're doing some of the best titles out there. I never.
Yeah, they've been around for a bit, haven't they?
Say that again.
They've been around for a while, Dynamite.
Oh, definitely. They've been around a long time, and they're doing a lot of great stuff. I think as titles that and quality of their books that the others aren't really doing. Some of the most exciting titles to me have been done through Dynamite. It's just sad that that they're owed millions. It should never really get that way. I don't care who you are, you know, Diamond Distribution, but I could see where it would happen if you have to do everything through Diamond to get distributed. That monopoly should have been broken up long ago. And it's sad that this is really hitting the comics, you know, at this time, because comics are kind of in a slump anyway. You know, except for the indie scene. Oh my God, my daughter just got her school schedule and the world is apparently ending. See everyone tomorrow collecting how I got it in before Rex. That's okay. I understand. Yeah, she's the one that's going to have to live for it. So it is amazing how some things are such a big deal when you're younger. This is kind of a nice reprisal because I've been doing interviews and we've still got interviews tomorrow. We've got Andy Smith and Dennis Turner coming on talking about their latest. And then Thursday, we have a couple people, you know, Texas Day.
Oh, yes.
Randy Zimmerman and Russ Leach. Russ being over there in the UK with you. And then on Saturday, we have Jason Jason Bascom, and hopefully Ink Spots, hopefully Frog G, talking about Frog G too.
Yeah, I've not seen Doc Baylock for a bit.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, Blaylock should have been a bailiff. You know. So, did you? I don't know if you were here for this, but they have from the new Captain America movie, the Red Hulk. Ads.
Oh yeah.
on a silver
I've seen
stem,
that.
so that's kind
I've
of
seen.
unusual.
I saw the last Captain America film.
Did you?
Last one, yeah.
It's kind of like a Falcon becomes, picks
Yeah,
up the mantle of Captain America. Of course, they tried to push that in the comics.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's all bad, but it's look, man, I get it. Chris Evans can't be Captain America forever, but they're obviously not going in the fans in the right direction with these recent Marvel movies. They got to know that. They cannot plead ignorance. They're putting in a lot of woke messaging, maybe less now. Falcon America. Yeah, it's just not the same. So I would, if John Flanders has it on disc or something like that, and I'm not seeing it on disc, but if he has it and we can sit down and watch it, I'll watch it with him, but and if it's good enough to buy, then maybe I'll look it up. But I'm very choosy now, and it was woke. I used to get all the DC animated as soon as it came out, Texas Dave. Until I picked up the one of the last projects. Now I picked up other things since then. They come out with so many different Batman. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, they just you would think that the fans can't get enough Batman, and really that's the only thing selling. So why not? They have had some great animated type stuff with Batman, even manga style. So they're playing up to that also. The last thing was the Ray, an old property that they picked up from Fawcett Comics, the Ray, and they turned him gay in that, and I was like, okay, that's it. I'm not just blindly buying everything DC from now on. I'm really checking it out. If they're going to be changing these characters that were very patriotic characters in World War II, kind of like Alan Scott, the original Captain America. I got Captain America on the brain, folks, apparently. Green Lantern, created by Martin Odell, who also created Pillsbury Doughboy in 1962. It's true story. Yeah. Elsie gave me a Pillsbury Doughboy, and I think I've got him in a mug over there. Yeah, I've got him standing in a Waffle House mug. You got to get a Waffle House mug. If you brain somebody, those are old style heavy mugs. If you brain somebody with one of those, you're going to kill them, knock them out at least. You got to think about that when you're in a public place. A fight might break out. I've seen that on Gunsmoke all the time. See what I did there? They're in the saloon, and fights always break out in the saloon where people are drinking. Marvel and DC are gay since 2019. Well, I mean, now they're doing crossovers, apparently, Marvel and DC. I don't know if this new DC Connect here has any Marvel stuff in it. This is like newsprint when you open it up. I'm not seeing any Marvel crossover. I'm seeing Batman Day talked about there. But yeah, they're doing, this is pretty cool. Maybe some reissue stuff. Even Mad Magazine in here. Look here, Dave. You got sort of like when Supergirl came on the scene in Action Comics. And an old Detective Comics there. You got a Mad Magazine down here, which is he's in the Easter Bunny limited edition House of Mystery facsimile. So these are all the facsimiles. I wonder if they have anything about the newsstand. That's kind of interesting. A shark eating the symbol of Aquaman there. And he's got like a water sword, I guess it is. I don't know if he controls water like Mira or not. Got that pulp smell. You got Wonder Woman, DC Finest, Wonder Woman introducing Wonder Woman. So from Sensation Comics. So DC Finest, collecting some of the old stuff from Superman and Invisible Luthor. Oh boy. Hitman collection, Doom Patrol, Wonder Woman Spirit of Truth 2026 edition. So they're coming out with Alex Ross, which was an oversized. They did a Superman, Batman, and Captain Marvel of that, or as we know in Shazam. But the most recent DC Connect out there. Glenn Fleming in the house saying, Dave, run! Rex,
run.
Comics.
I'm always running.
Marshall Rogers here, cover.
Yep.
Terry Austin inks on that run. Very, very cool. I like that they show a lot of independent stuff from the 80s, like Scorpio Rose and Detective Inc. Because he was doing that for a while.
I reckon Glenn's overdue paying me a visit again. I know I keep mentioning it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he can go around the world to visit Jack Kirby, I guess he can go down the street or maybe a few miles to see you, right?
Yeah, he's only about 30 miles away, maybe something like that.
Mm-hmm. I got to give it to you because I saw you not yawning, but I know it's late over there for you. You know, you look kind of tired, Dave.
Yeah, I've had a busy day today, Rex. I was trying to help my sister sort her back garden out.
Oh, okay. So here's a wraparound cover. Hugo Strange over the cemetery there. Nice wraparound cover. A lot of these things were early Direct Comics reissue of some of their run, I think. Blackhawk. I'm unfamiliar with this Blackhawk though. 1978 con in Atlanta. So it must be a character that he created and was doing something with that I was unaware of. Life magazine. How come they have Life magazine there talking about Marshall Rogers? Is he on the cover or something?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Glenn says, I am.
He is what?
I don't know. Must have been one of your comments.
He has been
down the street, maybe. I did like his Doctor Strange run. I can't say I bought every issue of it, but what I did get on a regular basis. I'm sure I missed a few issues before I really got hooked into it. Yeah, he was another artist. You can see from that bottom panel there that did the sound effects and very nicely and integrated in the work. I have some comics of mine for you, Dave, from the 1980s for your collection, Glenn says. Yeah. See, I was going to mention that earlier, and we kind of got sidetracked in the conversation. You Brits have the oversized stuff that we would like to have over here, that reprinted a lot of stuff or combined it in different new ways and with the artists that we didn't know about. And we'd love to have your collection, and you would probably like to have our American collections.
Yeah, this is like a checklist of all these issues that he's done.
That's cool. That's invaluable to know what he worked on. And you say he died at age 50. Was it 58?
I think it was.
Yeah, right.
57.
57. Yeah. 57 years old. That's sad. I've already passed him. I'll hit 60 this year. Yeah, they did some of these. Here's the wraparound cover, prestige format, Shadow of the Batman. And that was like in the 2000s, after 2000. Came back and did a short run on Batman That's cool. The Beast. I see the Beast leaping there.
That's the Beast.
You know, occasionally he would get to do like X-Men and stuff, like on the cover of Marvel Tales when the X-Men would cross over, and they would have an original cover, and Marshall Rogers got to do a few of those. Art Adams got to do a few. Todd McFarlane got to do a few. That's cool. I've never seen that. Wait a minute. Go back to that one. That one's got the Beast. I've never seen that one. Okay, so that's a Marshall Rogers Marvel Tales where the Beast and the Professor, whatever his name is, was in it. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to have to look that one up. Love the Beast. Justice League Europe, yeah. Kind of a pricey book, but that's, you know, I mean, it's well worth it. You know, if you like great design. Glenn Fleming says, as I can see, you're not interested in my comics, Dave. I'll just keep them on my shelf. No, send them to me, Glenn.
No, if Glenn wants to give me some comics, I never say no.
Yeah.
Never
Absolutely. Say no. I wouldn't either. I haven't even checked my mail to see if I've got my pencils down. Back that should have 2 sketch covers coming and all the variant covers. Whoops, wrong button again.
Oops.
It's laid out very nice, and it's not short on words, is it? It's got a lot of description and a lot of history about Marshall Rogers and Steve Englehart and Terry Austin, and so I'm sure it's not all about the artist himself, but their experiences working with him.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like these books, you know, because yeah, a lot of variety in them.
Yeah, and early stuff like Captain Quick and Foozle there.
Yeah, this book was actually $37.95.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah.
Great piece. Looks like just pencils there. Very nice stuff.
So that's it. I just thought I'd share that one with you.
You can take one evening and just sit down with that big book or a big book like it. And I've got a very thick one on Watchmen.
Well, this book,
Dave Gibbons.
This book runs to 160 pages.
It's a good book. And tomorrow's came out with that, right? Tomorrow's publishing.
Yeah,
they put out some of the finest comics on comics. Dave, they really do.
They do.
I think they also come out with the Jack Kirby Quarterly Chronicles or whatever it's called. Jack
That's
Kirby
right.
something.
Yeah, I've got quite a few of those actually going back, you know, the treasury size ones.
I think I had the 50th issue. I've got a few that I've found on eBay. You know, I really should have subscribed to the darn thing because it's really a great book on Jack Kirby.
Well, I know Glenn's a big Jack Kirby fan, so the next time he does, I was going to say the next time he does pay me a visit, he'll have plenty of Jack Kirby stuff to be looking at.
I didn't see anything in this DC Connects about their new, you know, stands that they're kind of putting out. Somebody else I saw on X was saying, "Hey, look at this! What I saw at a convenience store." So apparently, DC's putting some of their comics out in the wild on these cardboard stands. I'm not seeing anything in the DC Connects, just about the books, really, and the Batman Day ad there. Elseworlds books. Some of it looks good. Some of it's, you know, that's the thing about my local comic shop. I don't think they order a lot of the newer books. I think they order like some of the specialty covers, like the Alex Ross Timeless editions that are very nice. You know, I almost bought the Demon that was, or Gargoyle rather, that was part of the Defenders, because I thought, and I may have to go back for that one, but
that's a good question from Octogon.
Okay. Do you read all the words in those books, Dave?
And the answer is no.
No. But you do sit down and read certain portions, and
I do. Yeah. I plan to read every book I buy, but that doesn't seem to happen too often.
Yeah. I trying to read more comics. I don't know if I'm quite there, but I'm trying to. The last thing I read was Doc Blaylock's, but now I did ask them to get me a Herculoids 1 and 2. These look like they're not continuing stories, or maybe they are. I don't know. But them being published by Dynamite, I don't know if they're going to continue. Space Ghost was further along the way. They were already hitting the teens, you know, like number 11, 12, 13 along. So I thought, well, I'm a little late on Space Ghost. I might have even bought the very first issue or something, but it seems like I have bought some Space Ghost a few months back, a year ago or so. But yeah, it's too much for me to stick with it. $5 a month is a lot to me. You know, it just is for any book. I'm going to see what Spawn does on the price, since I was kind of collecting it for investment, and the reason I started collecting it for a while. And some of them have done well, like they kind of reintroduced the gunslinging Spawn. I'm kind of buying it for an investment because Todd McFarlane gave a spiel about we've only increased the price. We started Spawn out at $1.99. It's only increased $1 over 20 years. Now, due to tariffs or whatever, it's increased again. But now I'll have to compare these numbers. It looks like maybe he's trying to hold the line at $2.99. If he does that, I'll continue it. If he doesn't, I'll probably just go with Herculoids and see if that does. And then if I don't, then I'll just hit the dollar bin or something. You know, I just can't see buying the new stuff when you can find some of the old stuff for dirt cheap in the dollar bin sometimes. So I go to my local comic book shop and collect stuff that was put out 40 years ago that actually has some value to it. Still in good shape for $1. Just because it's not your cup of tea here in town doesn't mean it wouldn't be somebody's cup of tea other. You know, I got some very early Billy Tucci Shees, original Shees that few of which I bought 40 years ago. So it would be smart if Todd McFarlane publishes Spawn in newsprint, reduce the price. Yeah, he could do that. You know, I'm excited about doing a midnight landscape, horizontal issue, and probably telling her origin story. Ryan James is working on a blog piece for me. John Dillard, I haven't heard from. He's supposed to be doing a double page for the Devil Flyer book. Don't know what's happened to John. I've only tried to contact him a couple times. He's busy. I'm busy. Maybe he's busy with Golden Patriot. I don't know. I thought he was finished with all that, but maybe he's raking in the money. I don't know. I hope so.
Right. So I'm going to have to go in a minute because my cat is getting ready for her supper.
Hungry, yes, I get it.
I'm getting ready for my bed.
I did some shopping. Picked up some frozen chicken. I'm not going to put that, just something quick for the air fryer. When I'm working like this, I like to prepare something quick. Or, you don't always feel like cooking when you're working all the time.
That's true.
Quick. So I got some of that Underwood chicken spread and some bread and crackers. I'm good, and also some black eyed peas. I adore some black eyed peas. So I may have to heat myself up some black eyed peas before work. John is doing a cryptid book. Okay, cool. Glad to know what he's doing. I just haven't heard from him. Yeah, I may scan out your pencils when you're done, Ryan, and try my hand at inking that piece myself. You know, not that you can't flop it on the other side and ink it. Like Ryan's stuff, he can do digital or traditional stuff. Good to be working with Ryan again. Anyway, we're going to say, what are we going to say? What are we?
Keep fighting.
See, he knew. See, we're old hands at this. See, we
are.
We did the show for 7 months, folks. 7 months together. Yeah, we're joined at the hip forever. Bow